Imagine a world of eternal darkness, crushing pressure, and landscapes more alien than anything found on Mars. This isn't science fiction. This is the reality of our own deep ocean. We've mapped the surface of the moon in greater detail than the vast, mysterious abyss that covers most of our planet. And hidden within that impenetrable blackness are secrets that defy logic, challenge our understanding of life itself, and whisper of creatures and phenomena straight out of legend. What if we told you that the greatest unsolved mysteries aren't in the distant stars, but right here, lurking in the deep? Today, we're diving into the heart of this unknown to uncover 10 enigmas of the deep sea that have left the world's brightest scientists utterly stumped. What we discover along the way will completely reshape your perception of our world in the incredible, unexplored frontier that lies just beneath the waves. Mystery number 1. Let's begin our journey with a sound so bizarre and powerful that it was detected by underwater microphones over 3,000 miles apart. In 1997, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration picked up what they dubbed the Bloop. For 1 full minute, this ultra-low-frequency sound rose rapidly in pitch, and it was so immense that it dwarfed the noise made by any known animal, even a blue whale. The sheer volume of the bloop suggested a source of unimaginable size, sparking wild theories of colossal undiscovered sea monsters lurking in the abyss. While scientists eventually attributed the sound to the cracking and fracturing of giant icebergs, a shroud of doubt remains for many. The official explanation doesn't fully satisfy the sense of scale and strangeness. It serves as a haunting reminder that the ocean is capable of producing sounds for which we have no immediate explanation, leaving the door open to the possibility of something truly gigantic and unknown moving in the absolute darkness. Mystery number 2. As we venture deeper, we encounter a phenomenon that seems to defy the very laws of physics, the Baltic Sea Anomaly. Discovered in 2011 by a Swedish ocean exploration team, this object sits on the seafloor and, on sonar, looks uncannily like the Millennium Falcon from Star Wars. It's a large, circular structure with strange geometric features, long runways, and what appear to be stairways. The biggest mystery, however, came when divers investigated. They found that all electrical equipment, including satellite phones and cameras, would unexplainably stop working the closer they got to the object. Geologists have proposed it could be a rare glacial deposit, but that doesn't convincingly explain its perfect shape or the bizarre electrical interference. The Baltic Sea Anomaly remains a captivating puzzle, a relic on the ocean floor that challenges our understanding of geology and history, making us wonder if we're looking at a natural formation, a secret World War II structure, or something even more extraordinary. Now, let's illuminate the darkness with one of the ocean's most beautiful and baffling tricks of nature, bioluminescence. We've all seen pictures of glowing jellyfish and anglerfish, but the true mystery isn't just that they glow, it's the how and why on a molecular level. Over 90% of deep-sea creatures produce their own light through complex chemical reactions, creating a living constellation in the abyss. But here's the twist. Scientists are still unraveling the intricate chemical pathways that make this possible. Even more puzzling is the sheer diversity of its purposes. It's used for camouflage, to attract prey, to startle predators, and even to communicate. The deep sea is a silent disco of light-based signals we are only beginning to decode. Each new discovery, like a squid that releases glowing ink or a fish with bioluminescent bacteria in its lure, adds another layer to this brilliant enigma, proving that light in the eternal darkness is a language we are still learning to speak. But what happens when life finds a way in the most inhospitable place imaginable? Our next mystery takes us to hydrothermal vents, nicknamed black smokers. These are towering chimneys on the seafloor that spew superheated, mineral-rich water reaching temperatures of over 700 degrees Fahrenheit. For decades, scientists believed no life could possibly exist in such toxic, scalding conditions. They were spectacularly wrong. These vents are surrounded by thriving, bizarre ecosystems, including giant tube worms, blind shrimp, and unique clams, all thriving in total darkness. The mind-bending reality is that this entire food web doesn't rely on the sun's energy, but on chemosynthesis, bacteria that convert the toxic vent chemicals into usable energy. This discovery fundamentally changed our definition of life, proving it can flourish in absolute extremes. It forces us to ask a profound question. If life can thrive in the hellish conditions of a deep-sea vent, could it also exist in the dark subsurface oceans of moons like Europa or Enceladus? Speaking of impossible life, prepare to meet a true ghost of the deep, the giant squid. For centuries, this creature was the stuff of maritime myth, a legendary kraken that could drag entire ships to their doom. While we now know it's real, the giant squid remains one of the ocean's most elusive phantoms. The first time a live giant squid was ever filmed in its natural habitat was as recent as 2012. Think about that. In an age of global connectivity and advanced technology, an animal the size of a school bus managed to evade documentation until the 21st century. We know almost nothing about its basic behaviors, how it hunts, how it reproduces, how it communicates, or where it spends most of its life. Every brief, blurry encounter is a monumental scientific achievement. The mystery of the giant squid is a humbling lesson in how little we truly know, and a thrilling promise that giants still roam the hidden corners of our world, waiting to be found.
Mystery number 6. As we push further into the abyssal plains, we find a landscape that is both mundane and utterly mysterious: the phenomenon of Mariana Trench murmurs. The Mariana Trench is the deepest point on Earth, a scar in the crust nearly 7 miles deep. In 2015, scientists listening in recorded a strange sound, part groan, part known, that they couldn't identify. It wasn't a ship, a whale, or a geological event. The sound, which they named the Western Pacific biotwang, is incredibly complex, spanning frequencies from a low groan to a high-pitched metallic twang. The leading theory is that it could be a new type of baleen whale call, but its unique structure and the depth at which it was recorded don't match any known species. This eerie chorus from the deepest, darkest place on our planet is a stark audio postcard from the unknown, a clear signal that even in the most extreme environments, there are voices we have not yet learned to recognize or understand. Now let's shift from sounds to something you can see but still can't explain: the phenomenon of the Milky Sea. For hundreds of years, sailors' logs have described vast areas of the ocean, sometimes spanning over 10,000 square miles, glowing with a steady, ethereal, milky white light. It's not the sparkle of bioluminescent waves, but a consistent, ghostly sheen that makes the ocean look like a field of snow under a moonless sky. For a long time, it was dismissed as folklore. But in 2005, satellite imagery finally confirmed its existence. Scientists believe it's caused by an enormous bloom of bioluminescent bacteria, so dense that they create a collective, continuous glow. The mystery, however, is why? What triggers trillions of bacteria to coordinate such a massive, luminous display? What environmental cue causes this oceanic light show on a continental scale? The Milky Sea remains one of the largest and least understood biological events on Earth, a shimmering blanket of light in the open ocean whose ultimate purpose is still a secret. Our next mystery is a geological head-scratcher known as the Yonaguni Monument. Off the coast of Japan lies a massive underwater rock formation that looks like a sunken, stepped pyramid. Its features are unnaturally geometric: perfect right angles, sharp platforms, and what appear to be carved staircases and pillars. The debate is fierce. Mainstream geologists argue it's a natural formation, created by strong currents and seismic activity fracturing the sandstone in straight lines. But other researchers point to features that seem deliberately crafted, like 2 tall pillars that appear to be placed there, and a turtle-shaped rock that looks carved. If even part of Yonaguni is man-made, it would rewrite human history, suggesting a sophisticated civilization capable of such construction that existed over 10,000 years ago, before the sea levels rose at the end of the last ice age. Is it a miraculous natural wonder, or the ruins of a real-life Atlantis? The answer is still buried under the waves. Deeper still, we find a mystery of pure survival. How do massive,
Complex animals, like the Cuvier's beaked whale, perform feats that should be biologically impossible. This unassuming whale is the world's deepest diving mammal, regularly reaching depths of nearly 10,000 feet and holding its breath for over 3 hours. To put that in perspective, it's diving to a depth where the pressure is over 300 times that at the surface, enough to crush a nuclear submarine. Scientists simply do not fully understand how its body withstands this incredible punishment. How does it avoid decompression sickness or the bends when it surfaces? How do its lungs collapse and reinflate without damage? What metabolic magic allows it to function with virtually no oxygen for such an extended period? Studying this whale is like studying a superhero. Its physiology operates on a level we can scarcely comprehend, holding secrets that could revolutionize our understanding of medicine and human endurance limits. And finally, we arrive at the most profound mystery of all. What lies in the 80% of the ocean floor that remains entirely unexplored and unmapped? We have better maps of Mars than we do of our own seafloor. This means that the vast majority of our planet is a blank slate, a terra incognita waiting to be filled with discoveries. Every single deep-sea expedition, without fail, discovers species that are completely new to science. We are finding new mountains, new canyons, new ecosystems, and new geological formations on a regular basis. The mystery isn't one specific thing, but the sheer overwhelming scale of the unknown. What colossal creatures, what lost landscapes, what fundamental truths about our planet's history and the origins of life are waiting in that darkness? The final and greatest mystery of the deep sea is the promise of everything we have yet to find. From the haunting echo of the Bloop to the impossible dives of deep-sea whales, these 10 mysteries are more than just curiosities. They are powerful reminders that our planet still holds profound secrets. They challenge our arrogance, ignite our curiosity, and prove that the spirit of exploration is as vital today as it ever was. The deep ocean isn't just a place of darkness. It's a frontier of endless possibility, a living laboratory that constantly forces us to question what we know about life, resilience, and our own world. It teaches us that wonder is not a thing of the past, but a tangible, pulsating reality just beyond the reach of our headlights. So the next time you look out at the calm blue surface of the sea, remember the breathtaking, mysterious, and utterly alien world that lies beneath. The greatest age of discovery on Earth is happening right now in the crushing, beautiful darkness of the deep. Subscribe to FactSparkWave for more mind-blowing facts and daily motivation.